Hey, what's going on everyone? I finally have some Pokemon to be using for ORAS OU battling, so expect, daily Wi-Fi battles. And, for this team I wanted to use my favorite Pokemon, Dragonite, and show off Mega Diancie, because I think that Pokemon is so underrated right now. People don't understand how strong the thing is. Looking at his team, Diancie just destroys that team. I saw about 4 or 5 Pokemon that just struggles with Diancie. So all I really have to do is beat the Gliscor and Empoleon, or at least weaken the two, and then from there I should be able to just win with Diancie, sorry, and then just use my Rock Polish, and it should be over from there. Okay, so he's actually gonna lead off with his Mega. He goes right for the knockoff, and I get my Intimidate off, and I want to get my Stealth Rocks mandatory, which was a bit risky because that thing sometimes carries Ice Punch. So that was kind of risky, but overall he didn't have that. So I get my Stealth Rocks up, and I figured he would want to switch because he doesn't reveal the Ice Punch. So after Stealth Rocks, I'm definitely going to go for my U-turn, predicting the switch. Actually, sorry, no, I just lied. I don't go for the U-turn, just in case he might have had the Ice Punch. I switch out into Fair Thorn, just scouting out. But he goes into Gliscor. So here, I'm going to switch out because he does have Magnezone, and he could trap me in and go for the Hidden Power Fire, so I go right back into my Landorus to take on the Magnezone, but he actually stays in, which kind of surprised me, because usually the whole point of Magnezone is to take out a Fair Thorn at the very beginning. He's going to go right for the knockoff. Thankfully I go into my Landorus, as I already have no item from already taking the knockoff. Now he misses the Toxic, which was pretty big right there, because this is one of my walls on my team. So I'm gonna go for the U-turn. Not to worry though, there's hacks on this game a lot on both sides, so I think it definitely balanced out. So I'm gonna U-turn right into my Greninja, scaring this thing out for sure. Hydro Pump or Ice Beam OHKOs this thing. So since Hydro Pump is a stronger stab move, in case he wants to switch out, I figured Hydro Pump is the better play, as he goes into Empoleon, which pretty much walls this Greninja. So I'm gonna miss the Hydro Pump anyway, but the good thing is I'm gonna Protein into Water type. No, I probably won't even stain anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, so here I'm kind of expecting the Stealth Rock, so I'm expecting a free switch. So I'm gonna go into Fair Thorn, kind of making a ballsy play here because he didn't go into his Magnezone the first time, so I figure I'm going to make kind of a risky play, go for the Leech Seed, just in case he actually goes into Magnezone. Leech Seed is a better play to take some health from it, but unfortunately I'm going to predict wrong there, because he does go into Magnezone, which I should have, I should have known he was going to do that. But I am going to get my Leech Seeds off, so that's kind of good. So I am going to get some damage off this thing. After that, go for the Protect and get some more damage off. Now the good thing here is that I get to find out if this Magnezone is Choice Scarf or if he's Choice Specs. If he's Choice Specs, that means this Hidden Power Fire will OHKO me. If it's Choice Scarf, it should be a 2-hit KO. But either way, I have a free switch into Heatran, which also does work in this game, and should be able to dent something after this. At least I thought so. So he is gonna OHKO me, so that is a Choice Specs Magnezone. So I'm gonna go into Heatran because I have the Flash Fire, and this is actually my Sub-Toxic Leftovers Heatran, which is so underrated as well. I mean, I love this set I made. I don't see too many people carrying this substitute with Toxic and Leftovers. So since he is locked in, he has to switch out because I have Flash Fire, like I said, and I go right for the substitute. I have no reason not to. And this Heatran packs the Earth Power, so I'm kind of assuming the Earth Power would do a decent amount, and I get to figure out what kind of set this Empoleon runs. It could be more of the Agility set, which not too commonly run, but some people run it. Or it could be the Special Defensive set with the Stealth Rocks, which we've already seen, so I'm kind of leaning towards if it's specially defensive, and definitely specially defensive after we saw how much that Earth Power did. And he's going to roar me out, which is kind of annoying, kind of just screwed me over. But anyway, he's gonna roar me out into Landorus. I say screw me over because I really wanted more damage, but it's okay. He's gonna roar me out into Landorus, which is a pretty good thing for me, because that's a really good thing actually. What am I saying? Because your Earthquake is very threatening. It would definitely one-shot him. and he needs Empoleon. I don't know if he knows this, but if I take that thing out, he's gonna have a big problem. So predicting that switch, I'm gonna go for the U-turn once again. The beginning is a little slow, guys, because it's all about, you know, we're seeing, it's like we're feeling each other out. We're seeing exactly how we play, and basically whoever just loses a Pokemon just really screwed over, which is me right now. It's 5-6, I'm down, so I need to make these a bit risky plays, like U-turn and that stuff. But anyway, he's gonna switch back into Empoleon after seeing Greninja. I'm just gonna play it safe just in case he wants to over-predict. I'm gonna go for the Hydro Pump once again. Oh, sorry, what am I saying? I go for the Ice Beam just in case. No freeze hacks, no critical hits, not to worry. But anyway, that thing is at almost half health, which is really good because, like I mentioned, that thing needs to be weakened out for my Mega Diancie for sure, because that thing is very bulky. So now here, I have not too many safe switch-ins. My safest switch, in my opinion, was Dragonite, which is going to lose the multi-scale. He's going to go for the Scout and actually burn me, which really, really hurts my Dragonite, because Dragonite is basically all about not only being immune to grounds, but taking hits from water types, fire types, grass types, but most importantly, dishing out as much damage as possible. I had a feeling he wanted to stay in because I got burned, so I'm going to go right for the Earthquake. Just barely surviving, which really annoyed me because, well, you'll see in a few turns why. He's going to roar me out, I guess wanting to get more Stuff Rocks damage in the future, and he probably can't even touch me outside of Scald Burn. He's going to roar me out into Heatran, which is an okay thing for me. I'm going to go right for the Lava Plume just in case he wants to stay in. I am faster. But he's probably going to want to switch out, and he actually does switch out, and he does go in for the Latias here. Now here, you know, looking back, I don't agree with how I played. Okay, now the thing is with Latias and Heatran is they both completely wall each other. Well, the thing is, I could possibly burn the Latias, but of course, when I actually need to burn, it doesn't happen. So he's gonna go right for the Defog, as I thought. And honestly, I thought this set would have Recover, but I was actually very wrong. It had the Healing Wish, which is worst case scenario for me. As I go for the Toxic, thinking, okay, if he wants to do a 1v1 me with this Heatran, you know, he'll never win. Because Latios is, you know, usually don't carry Earthquake like Latios, because Latios has higher base attack power. So I figure now I can go for the Substitute, as he actually goes for the Healing Wish, which right now, you know, I'm just so worried now, because if he Healing Wishes the Empoleon, which is, you know, which he should do, then I'm gonna have a big problem, because I did all that HP for nothing, so it's really bad. And yeah, that is gonna be the case. He is gonna Healing Wish the Empoleon. So, oh my god, I had a really rough beginning for this battle. Well, beginning and middle, as you can see. So, Empoleon is going to be way back up at full health as I just go for the Lava Plume. Still hoping for that burn that just never happens for me. Just wanted one of the bulkier Pokemon, because these things, as he gets his Stealth Rocks back up. So, now I have a problem because my rocks aren't even up. He has his wall back at full health. And now I have rocks on me, so I'm just gonna stay in for the Lava Plume, as I'm expecting his roar, and hopefully get a burn. But you know what? 4 Lava Plumes and not 1 burn. You know, if that was me on the other side, I would have got burned on the first turn as a result of the Scout. But it's whatever. So anyway, he's gonna run me back into Dragonite, which is about to go down from so much Stealth Rock damage and burn. And you know, next turn I'm obviously gonna die, so I have no reason to click Earthquake right here. It's way too obvious. He's already seen it. So I'm just gonna go right for the Stab Outrage. I was really expecting it to do at least 40%, 30% maybe, but it does absolutely nothing to this thing. This thing is a monster. That is definitely fully invested, bulky, and physically defensive. Some people do carry especially defensive, that's why I say that. But I get some nice karma here, as he's got all that hacks on his side. As I go right into my Greninja, expecting the Empoleon. Go straight for the Dark Pulse, that's my hardest hitting thing for that. And I actually get a critical hit, which definitely mattered, because I think it would have been a 3-hit KO. Unless I actually got 2 high rolls, it's hard to say if that mattered or not, because if I had 2 high rolls on that Dark Pulse, it could have possibly not mattered. But 2 high rolls is kind of lucky as well, so I think that crit did matter. So I am going to finish this thing with the Dark Pulse, and I'm not going to lie, it was a really good feeling after all that hacks on me, and this is the threat I needed down. Now, unfortunately my Greninja is close to death. Not only that, but I am in a Dark type from using Dark Pulse. This thing is probably Choice Scarf for U-turn, so I absolutely have to switch out to take this U-turn or close combat. So I go into my Landorus. I thought it was my best play to get the Intimidate off just in case he wants to do anything else, but he's gonna go for the U-turn. I'm gonna take that nicely. Who does the U-turn into? I totally forgot. So he is gonna U-turn into his Mega Evolution, his Glade, which is gonna go right for the Zen Headbutt. And speaking of hacks, it's still not done. It's still not done. So that was really, really unfortunate on my part. Really unfortunate, because I actually could have gotten my rocks up where I could have actually did damage to this thing, but turns out I couldn't do anything. But you know what? That's just fine by me, because I finally got the matchup I wanted. Diancie versus Glade, because he can't OHKO me, and he has absolutely no switch-ins, so he actually stays in for that exact reason, goes for the Swords Dance. Because once again, he has no way of doing much damage to me, and he has no switch-ins to take a Moonblast or Diamond Storm or anything. But that's a bad play on his part, because I have Rock Polish. Now I outspeed his entire team. I can just click Moonblast and destroy this Glade. Easy OHKO. According to the Pokemon calculator, it's like 131% damage done right there, minimum roll. So he goes into his Magnezone, and I go right for Earth Power. So this is the matchup I wanted, or the matchup I did want. I knew that Glade would want to stay in. I had a feeling, so I get my Rock Polish up, and now I'm in a very good position. Now right here is the biggest questionable play. Not play, biggest concern I had. Because I had a feeling this thing could possibly survive, go for the Earthquake, and take me out. But you know what? This thing is a beast. Survives with 3 HP, and that is game, guys. So I made a nice comeback. Anyway, I kind of adapted after the whole hacks thing. You know, we had hacks on both sides. He had a little bit more, but it's all good. It happens. It's not his fault at all. But his last Pokemon is Staraptor, which is gonna go down for my Diamond Storm. And check out the animation. That thing is sick. Anyway, guys, I plan on posting a lot of Wi-Fi battles, so if you want to stay tuned, definitely subscribe and keep your eyes open for more battles. Definitely more teams. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Later.